As we prepare to reopen Winchester Grace, it's important to understand things will be different than the last time we met in person. Our team has worked hard to ensure we're creating the safest possible environment to resume services. The first thing you should know is that you will still be able to enjoy service from home even after we reopen. We will still stream on Facebook Live so that if you want or need to stay home, you can and you'll still be able to enjoy service. When the weather cooperates, we'll hold services outside to allow for more distancing. But when we have to go indoors, services will now be held in the multi-purpose room. Holding service in there will allow us to configure seating for families to allow for better distancing, and it makes it easier to sanitize before and after service. When we return, please keep in mind that we will not be resuming nursery, children's, or youth services for the time being. This will allow us to minimize our footprint and make it easier to keep things clean. When you arrive at service, we ask that you keep distancing in mind. Families and traveling parties are welcome to be as close as they want with one another, but we ask that you maintain space from other groups as you do so. For now, we are requiring everyone who attends an indoor service to wear a mask. We realize masks are an inconvenience, but we are called to be our brother's keeper and love one another the way Christ has loved us. Masks are the simplest and best way we can show we can care for one another's well-being and prevent the spread of this disease. Furthermore, masks are still required indoors by state law. If you are unable or unwilling to wear a mask, we would ask that you please stay home and enjoy the live stream for the time being. We also ask that if you've had a fever, cough, shortness of breath, or any other COVID-19 symptoms, that you please stay home. Additionally, if you have come in contact with anyone who has tested positive within the last 2 weeks, please stay home. When in doubt, don't risk it. When services resume, prepare for them to be a little shorter than what you're used to. It's our goal to keep services to 1 hour or less to limit everyone's exposure. Announcements and worship time will be shorter, and offering will be in a box at the exit at the end of service so that we can limit physical contact as much as possible.
We're going to start at the front door, and we're going to usher you through what the new church is going to look like for today. So we're going to start at the front door, and this will be the new norm. I'm going to start through, and here's what they're going to do. They're going to take my temperature.
All right. Have you had a fever, sore throat, coughing, any signs of any illness in the last 72 hours?
No.
Have you been exposed to someone that has tested positive for COVID in the last 2 weeks?
Not to my knowledge.
Have you ever anyone that is being tested for COVID in the last 2 weeks?
Not to my knowledge.
Are you being tested for COVID?
No.
Have you been traveling to different states, beaches or anything?
No.
All righty. Come on in to Mr. Craig. Mr. Craig Knight.
Morning.
Good morning.
Don't touch it.
Good touch. Yep. Let's go in here to Brother Adam and Brother Rodney. Sit you down.
Hi, Brother John.
Morning, Brother
See you,
Adam.
my brother.
How are you today?
Good, I'm doing
It's
well,
just
doing
me
well.
today.
Come with me, sir.
All righty.
Sit you up front. Will your wife be joining me today?
No.
No, just you. You come over here for me, please.
All righty.
Just keep in mind we're keeping safe distance, 6 feet amongst people. Please keep your mask on throughout the service. At the end of the service, there'll be the offering box. You can drop on your way out, and we'll be exiting out this side.
All right.
Okay? Thanks. It was great to
Good
see
seeing
you.
you.
Great to see you again.
You look different.
Must be the mask.
Good afternoon. We love you guys. We're excited to see how we're going to come back together. Like my brother said, the new norm. This is just a walkthrough of what it's going to look like to come into the church next Sunday, to exit, to enter, to a touchless free church. And once you wish to be seated, we ask that if you have to use the restroom for emergency uses, please raise your hand. The ushers will escort you back to the restrooms to use it. Then we will sanitize after each use and make sure we stay safe and compliant with our governor's mandates. And then when we leave, we will be asked to remain seated in your seat, please, and ushers will usher you out from the front row to the back row, one family at a time, to keep the safe 6-foot distance. If you have any questions about the website, please reach out to our leadership, and we will be more than glad to help you with any questions you have. May God bless you and keep you safe through all this pandemic.
COVID-19 has disrupted all our lives, and there's nothing we'd love more than to get back to the way things were a few months ago. But the reality is, it will take time to get back to life as we knew it. The steps we take now to limit the spread of this virus will make it easier to keep one another healthy and accelerate a return to normalcy. We thank you for your understanding and cooperation.